Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, everybody, to the Aspiring Authors Lab Morning Show. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday morning or wherever you may be around the world. It could be afternoon, it could be, evening, but wherever you are, I hope that you're having a wonderful day. I'm Gertrude J. Chapman, your number one inspirational book coach, and I have taught hundreds of women how to be successful and generate a continuous stream of income by writing their books. And that's something that I could teach you also. So hit that share button and share this broadcast out with your friends. Now, the theme for this month is developing a wealthy mindset. Developing a wealthy mindset. And today's topic, we're going to be talking about, can writing a book make money for you? Can writing a book make money for you? Now, I want to tell you this. First of all, writing a book is more than just writing a bunch of words and placing those words between two covers and calling it a book, okay? It takes more than passion to write a book. Writing a book is a journey, y'all. It's a journey because it leads to so many great things in life. You know, too many people make a mistake of just writing a book and they have not set any goals. And that's a vital mistake. That is a crucial mistake because when you understand the dynamics of writing a book, it's just a huge waste of time when you don't set any goals. How many people, no, let me ask you this. How many people have written a book, and maybe it's even you, and after selling a few copies of your book at most, what, 15 or 20, the rest of the case of the books are just sitting around in the garage or they're traveling around with you in the trunk of your car or whatever, maybe even in the attic, okay? Yo, let me tell you, too much time is going into you writing your book. And now your book is doing nothing for you. I don't think that, people have a clear understanding of what writing a book can provide for them. And, because if they only did understand, they would change. I'm going to tell you this, okay? Let me share this with you. Your book is supposed to work for you. But what you must do, you got to be sure that you position your book correctly. Position your book correctly. And this might be a good time to, grab a piece of paper and a pen or pencil and jot down some notes. Because I want to tell you, generating revenue becomes easy when you have a plan for your book. And this is something that you can implement and see great results. Great results. Maybe some things you haven't even thought about. I want to tell you this. People write books for different reasons. Some people write books, what? To tell a story. Ladies, we all have a story to tell. All of us have a story to tell. Think of all of the stuff that you've been through that you could show somebody the steps to lead them out of a maze. Think of that. There's a lot on the inside that you haven't even tapped into. But when you think about it, you have a story to tell. Sometimes people write books as a teaching aid to give people hope who's having a meltdown because nothing's working for them. And they're at the ends of their ropes. They don't know where to turn. How many times, let me ask you this, have you sat in those seminars and you learn new things? And, those things are just inside of you. Maybe you use them in your job or whatever for a minute, but you learn those things. Think of how you can help somebody advance over the hump that they are, suffering right now or going through. Think of that. Sometimes people write books to solve problems, helping people to know and understand something. Let me ask you this. What are you passionate about? What are you passionate about? You have something that can solve a problem. You see it clearly. And you can even do it in your sleep because it comes naturally to you. It's easy for you. And your mind is programmed that way. Think about it. Sometimes people write books to help people avoid a situation or a pitfall. You're that troubleshooter person. You're that troubleshooter. You could teach somebody how to avoid or get out of a situation. You teach them steps. You teach them know how. You teach them, how they can overcome these things. And you give it to them in detail. Think about that. Sometimes people write books to obtain invitations to speak at an event. And I'm going to tell you, this is very important because there are some places that won't even consider you speaking at or presenting anything on their stage if you have not written your book on the subject that they're looking for. They won't even consider you because they are looking first to read your book. And then they'll call on you if your book sparks an interest that can advance them. Y'all, let me tell you, writing a book is a big deal because your book opens doors to many opportunities. Many, many opportunities. You have to show up for your audience and answer the questions that they are asking. Understand this. Your book, no matter how good the title is, it won't sell itself. It simply will not sell itself. You have to be present. In other words, be the expert to people who are looking for you and your message. Be that expert. They're asking questions. So answer the questions that they are asking. Do the complete work because too many authors are just writing books and they're dropping them and they're moving on to the next. Okay, they writing books, they're moving on to the next without seeing their books through. Without seeing their books through to completion. It's one thing writing a book, but another thing is complete the process. It is a process, y'all. It is a process. That's if you don't want to waste time. That's if you want to generate a continuous stream of revenue. There's a process. Which moves me to the next reason why people write books. The next reason why people write books is simply to build the know, like, and trust factor. The know, like, and trust factor. And you probably have heard of that term. And this is to build creditability. When you are building creditability, let me tell you something. You don't disappear. It's not peekaboo. Okay? And then nobody sees you until the next time that you have a book that you want to sell. Okay? It ain't about you. It's always about your audience. It's never about you. Okay? You stay in the limelight. And I know you heard this, but you see, oh, I don't want to be in the limelight and blah, 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 and all this pride thing. Y'all, that has nothing to do with it. You got to change your mindset from that limited belief, that limited thinking. Okay? When you call yourself an expert, when you are an author, it's important for you to stay in the limelight. Okay? Why? Because your audience is looking for you. They're waiting for you. Okay? They're waiting for you. And I'm going to tell you this. Don't be discouraged. Never, ever be discouraged. Okay? Never be discouraged. Don't look at the numbers on your posts or your live streams or whatever. Just make sure that you are showing up in places that you are expected to be. Those places where you expected to be at, make sure that you're showing up there. Okay? Make sure. Because it doesn't take a lot of people. It doesn't take a lot of people, but it only takes those who are your ideal audience. Okay? It's not about the numbers, y'all. Not in this case, it's not about the numbers. You make sure you show up. Because that's why a lot of people fall short, because they're looking at numbers. They're looking at the posts, how many likes and how many this and how many that. Yeah, that's all true. That's all well and true. Okay? But you're the expert. Make sure you show up for your audience and serve them well. Another reason why people write books is to get leads for their company, whether it's for their products and their service. Sometimes people use books as an extension to their company by maybe they go into detail about a particular service that they provide, or maybe they're shedding more light on what their company does, or maybe their products. They're teaching their audience what they want to know. And that's another reason why people write books. Another one is, and this is a very, very important one, y'all, to leave a legacy. And, I often tell families how much value they are missing if they fail to talk to their elders. If they fail to talk to their elders and get all of that valuable information that the older generation has been through and gather the family information in a book. That's very important. And many, many people overlook that. And that way, the younger generations can know their roots, knowing where they come from. Because that's a very vital link there. Okay? If people don't know where they come from, they'll continue to be searching and, trying to find out where they come from. And, if they knew where they come from, if they knew the rich heritage that they have, there's a lot of things that could be avoided. And I know this is a whole different topic for another day, a whole different topic, but you get the point. Highlight the good things that were accomplished by the elders. And of course, list those struggles, but show how they were able to overcome those objectives. That's very important. Another reason why people write books is to be recognized as an expert in their field, to share their message with the world. And I'm going to tell you this, and I've been saying it, okay? And I want you to get this. Don't ever withhold your unique qualities. Instead, capitalize on your uniqueness, because this is a major key in building your creditability. This is a major key in touching your audience. A major key. And last but not least, and the big one is to make money. That's why you write books, to make money. But when you begin implementing these things, I'm going to tell you, you are bound to make money without even trying. Money is the end result. But I'm going to tell you, service is number one. The way you serve your audience and you serve them well, I'm going to tell you, you will never have to worry about money. Never, ever, ever. Never. So I hope that what I have shared has added value to you and has encouraged you to write your book. Be intentional, because there is money that you're leaving on the table when you sit back and fail to move forward and move to your next level of greatness. If you say you want to write a book, follow it through to completion, y'all. Follow it through to completion. Because I tell you, it's a book writing journey. It's a book writing journey. Okay? Just don't decide, well, I'm going to write a book and just write a book, sell a few copies, and leave it there. Either in your garage or on Amazon's or Barnes and Noble's platform and it's just sitting there. What is it doing for you? What is that book doing for you? So get on my calendar and see what tools we have to help you write your book and help you overcome these objectives that you might be facing. Because I understand that, a lot of people are facing challenges with not knowing how. And, I just spoke to a young lady yesterday. She said, I don't have time to write a book because I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. But, I had a conversation with her. We only make time for things that interest us. We only make time for those things. No matter how busy we are, we're going to make time for those things. So why not make time to advance yourself and, cut away from the rat race? If you're already struggling with money situations and different things of that nature, I went on and I was telling her how, I was laid off twice back to back through no fault of my own when I was trying to climb the corporate ladder. And this, set me in a place where I was dependent on outside of me to bring in income when all the time inside of me could provide for my needs. Think about that. Think about what you have on the inside of you that can provide for you. Never put that responsibility on somebody else, or put it this way, give somebody else that much power over your life to dictate to you what you can and what you can't do, or what you can buy and what you can't buy. Never, never, ever, ever. I think it was Maya Angelou that said, if you know better, do better. So if you know better, do better. Think about that. So I hope these nuggets has added value to you to help you to see your possibilities. So schedule that or go get on my calendar and see what tools that we have to help you write your book. And you could go there by going to bit.ly/generate revenue 2021. Again, that link is bit.ly/generate revenue 2021. And I look forward to seeing you the next time. But thank you for joining me on the Aspiring Authors Lab Morning Show. I'm your host, Gertrude J. Chapman, your #1 inspirational book coach. Don't forget to share this broadcast out with your friends. And remember, this is your time. This is your season. This is your turning point. So have a great rest of the day.